Hello, my name is Austin Hayes. Here is my SWIC ID. Have you ever wondered how to grow and pickle jalapeno peppers? Well, today I'm going to be talking about the process of planting, picking, and pickling jalapeno peppers. First things first is planting the jalapeno peppers. You want to either get them from a local store that is already half grown or picking the seeds out of jalapenos you already have. Next thing, you want to put them in a well-drained pot that has a hole in the bottom with heavily rich soil that will drain fluidly. And you also want to have it in a really well sunny environment area. It has to be in the sun, otherwise the plant will not grow efficiently. And with the weather, you would really want it between 65 degrees and 85 degrees for the most prominent plant growth. And once you're over 90 degrees, the plants don't necessarily grow efficiently enough to have a good harvest. After your plants have grown a substantial amount, you can go into the picking process. Now, jalapenos can come in many shades of green, orange, and red. As you can see, these right here are green and red. Now, when you're picking jalapeno peppers, you want to make sure that they are not smushy and or rotten from other plants. As you can see, this one is slightly black and slightly bruised from insects inside and eating inside of it, which would not be a good pepper to have. And some of these are really squishy and they kind of feel like mush inside, which is very bad. Like this one, you can smush and it basically is almost breaking on the interior, which means it has been contaminated in some way. And when you're picking peppers, you want to, when you grab the plant, you grab it by the stem and pull it off. That way it doesn't actually break the vine that the jalapeno peppers are growing off of. Now, when we talk about the red and green differences, a green jalapeno pepper is a more traditional pepper. This is the ones most people see at the stores and what they're commonly known to go for. But when you look at the red jalapeno pepper, it is a more mature pepper, but it's also a little bit sweeter, but it is also spicier because it has more capsaicin built up in it over the long-term growth, which makes it a little bit spicier than you would use a green one. So after you have these picked, you would start the pickling process. Now I have this as an example of my last pickling. These are jalapenos in a nice jar of vinegar and hot water. Now you can pickle jalapenos in numerous ways. The method I chose was boiling water and garlic, and you would mix in salt and sugar as well. You would add the jalapenos and boil them until they are dark olive green color. You'll know just by the difference of how these are a darker green and this is a really bright green. Now I pickled these with all the seeds intact still, so they marinate in the vinegar and hot water itself, which will combine to make a spicier resolution for the peppers to sit in. After you have these pickled for about a month or so, they should be perfect to eat. And when you're putting them in the jar, though, you need to make sure you cut the stems off because the stems are not really satisfying, and then you'll cut the jalapenos into small, smooth rings so they look even and uniform. Now that was pretty much my speech about how to plant, pick, and pickle jalapeno peppers. And I hope that you all gather some information on this, and hopefully you can do the same thing and make your own jalapeno peppers as well. Thank you.